Yeah.
Your coaches in this game to the north.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field as we're underway in the 28th boys soccer matchup. This is the last one before the granddaddy, the football. North is looking for a sweep. The girls' North team won, and both the girls and the boys have been dominating. North has won half of the games, a little more than half, 27 have been played. This is the 28th. North is 14, South has won 10. There have been 3 ties in 98, 04, and 14. Actually, 04 and 14. The North is 4-1 in the last 5 games. They're looking for 3 in a row. And it's been an unbelievable week. It started out like it was going to be a disaster. They have the ceremonies to start the week off where they give out uniforms, scholarships, introduce everybody, and give out the 5 awards to outstanding men and women. And when they were in the middle of doing it, rains came. It rained all Sunday morning, and it looked like we were going to have a disaster Sunday for lacrosse, baseball, and softball. And then the weatherman, and I think Harry Agganis helped a little bit, calmed everything down, and everything went smooth as silk. Lacrosse, baseball, softball flew by on Sunday. 2 basketball games last night. Great weather tonight. A little warm, but still great weather. Got the girls' game in. Now we're getting the boys' game in. And the weather is still supposed to be good for tomorrow for the football game. North dribbling it deep, too deep. It bounces by everybody. Not hard to pick out. The South goaltender. I should say the North goaltender. He's in bright orange. I think it's Mateo Martinez, who's going to go to Salem State. And Nazar Kadum from Pioneer Charter for the South. The boys get a little bit of a break. The girls had to play in really tough 90-degree weather. The sun was bright. You couldn't even hardly see the field with the sun in your eyes. And it had to be even worse on the turf with 90-degree weather. Now it's a little bit cooler. Sun is disappearing. Shade down on the field, so not as bad. We got Felipe De Oliveira for Tech. Kaya Jackson, Brody McCarron, Marcus Weber Jr. from St. Mary's, Joni Avali from Kip Academy, and Saul Mejia from Lynn Tech. So 2 of the Tech kids are on the north, 1 of the Tech kids is on the south. Brent Monroe from Linfield coaching the North. Shane McCarron, and usually it's Ed Mercy right along with him from St. Mary's. Handling the South. So 3 of the St. Mary's players get to play their last game at home and get to play their last game with their coach. Trying to keep it loose. South will finally clear it away from in front of the net, get out of harm's way. Looking to walk in. Tough angle. Edward Merce from Rockport went way deep, right along the end line. Had no chance to knock in the net. He had nothing really to shoot at. And South will put it in play. Again, not an easy assignment, these young men. It's nice that they're playing against people they played against and maybe knew of and maybe played against in all during school and maybe summer leagues or other different types of soccer leagues. Now they're playing with people they played against and also playing with a couple of their teammates for the last time. Pass well behind the intended receiver. Summer here from Tech was the one that was breaking and they threw it behind him. Denny Lopez from Lynn English was scheduled to play in this one, but something came up and couldn't make it. Hey, Jackson St. Mary's going to Bucknell. Brody McCarron is going to Arizona State. Mentioned North trying to make it a doubleheader sweep following the girls' win over the South. South broken up by Mertz. And a little bit behind Lucas Barode of Swampscott going to North Carolina. Othman Masawi from Haysbee is going to Cincinnati. Jack Perkle is going to Boston College. Brody McCarron is going to Arizona State. Trying to keep it alive. North takes it away. He took it away from Brendan Anderson of Gloucester. And now it goes in. A melee out in front. And it might have been Saul Mejia.
South goal scorer by number 26. Saul Mejia.
It is Saul Mejia from Lynn Tech. A little bit of a melee out in front. Goaltender went down. Mejia just kind of tapped it, and it went inside the far post. And just about 11 minutes in, the South grabs a 1-0 lead. But don't go away, because in the girls' game, South did the same thing. They scored a goal early, and North scored the next 4. And again, the hardest part for these young men are getting it together, because they've never played together before, except for a couple. And Mejia got loose again and got too much foot. He was inside the 15-yard line, had a good opportunity, and ripped it high over everything out of play. That wasn't Mejia. I think that was Evan Haggerty from Masco. North walking in. And he didn't take the shot. He tried to go around the goaltender. And we got a player from each team down. He could have blasted it from right around the goal line. And instead, he tried to deke the goaltender and take it around, and the goaltender blocked it. So they had an easy chance to tie it up. And instead of blasting it and knocking it in, he tried to maneuver around the goaltender and had it blocked. 2 players went down, 1 from each team, and they're both down. Thank goodness everybody got up. Seems like everybody is okay. And we're back to soccer. 1-0 the South leading. On the goal by Lynn Tech's Saul Mejia, playing his last game here at Manning Field. And he's playing against a couple of his teammates. Oh, one of his teammates, Felipe de Oliveira. They got him listed twice on the roster. It's been a tough week we had. Since it's closing in on July and school is out, a lot of students getting ready for college and stuff. And there were some people that couldn't make these games. Like the North squad at the start of the game only had 1 sub because they had 2 goalies. But then one of the goalies played up front. Lauren Wilson played up front. That gave him 2 subs. And that was kind of tough, especially in extremely hot weather. They give it back to the goaltender. And he finally kicks it up. And North will look to get it upfield. They kick it cross field. Now they knock it deep. Trying to hustle to get there. Great hustle. He got there and knocked it in front, but easy pickings for the goaltender. Great hustle by Jack Burke of Marblehead to keep the ball in. Now the goaltender gave it away. They tried to slip it in front. They had a blue shirt wide open out in front, and they tried to get it across, and the defense did a nice job of blocking it. Tip a little bit behind the intended receiver, And now North takes it away. South looked like they might get a good shot on net. Defense took it away. They knock it deep, and getting their first sliding and recovering the fumble, if you will, was Nazar Kadum of Pioneer Charter, the goaltender. He's going to UMass Lowell. Big tip of the hat to all the officials, the referees, the umpires, basketball officials. They all donated their time to help the cause. And they do it every year. And all the volunteers around, selling the tickets, taking the tickets at the front gate. Those, tomorrow night, they'll be handling the yard markers. People in the press box running the scoreboard. The coaches, the assistant coaches, everybody doing their bit. With just over 17 minutes left, we got a timeout down in the field. 12 minutes straight up. Now it's 12 minutes and counting as they turn the clock on and we get back to soccer. Tomorrow night we'll end the week with the 62nd Granddaddy football game. 1956. It started 56 to 94. It was football only. Slowly but surely added on. Baseball in 95. Soccer in 96. Softball in 98. Basketball in 2005. Lacrosse in 2012. As North gets on the board.
Scored by number 27, Lucas Barode.
Lucas Barod of Swampscott. This is the way the first game went. South got a goal early. North fought back and tied it up. Tom Yorkie, the Yorkie Foundation, and the Red Sox have contributed a total of $600,000 to fund Yorkie Agganis scholarships. And there's another very quick goal. So this is like a repeat.
The first North goal was waved off. This one scored by number 27, Lucas Barode.
Lucas Barod of Swampscott. The first goal, I guess, was waved off. Who got that?
27, they called the first one off, no goal. He just scored again, though.
That's what I thought. So Lucas Barod said, all right, you took the first goal away from me. Take that. I'll get one now and tie it up again. So it tied 1-1. They waved. I didn't realize they waved that first goal off. So we're back even with 10 minutes and counting left in the half. North on the move. Take it away nicely. Good defense. To the near side. North knocks it away. Sal's keeping it alive. Looking to get the shot. Nice defense. Stepping in, Felipe de Oliveira from Lynn Tech. Just as they were lining up the shot and they had an easy chance to score, he got there and knocked it away. The goaltender comes up and breaks up the play. Yanni Avali from Tip Academy made a nice defensive play before upfield for the South when North looked like they might have an easy shot at a goal.
Guys, if I can get your attention, please, on the first base line, we have two fantastic contestants, Cooper and Connor, on a kids race. We're gonna count them down. There we go, guys.
Shot, knocked down. He'll quickly grab the rebound. That's Nazar Kadoum of Pioneer Charter, the goaltender.
We got a good one here, guys. Congratulations. Let's hear it one more time for Cooper and Connor. Let's hang it out here with us and
Sal's coming back. Nice defense.
while I have your attention,
Edward Mertz did a great job just as they were lining up that shot.
Boston, Massachusetts.
I think it was Evan Haggerty from Masco who was looking like he was lining up a shot. And before he could get it off, Mertz from behind, back checking, knocked it away with a nice job. The lights are on here. We haven't had, the sun was out so bright you couldn't see a thing, especially if you looked to your left. But then when it looked like it was all done and down, it came back again dead center. So when you looked up, you got blinded. Now it's gone. Settled in behind the trees over at the cemetery. North gets to it first. And he knocked it ahead. Trying to get there again. South letting it go out of play.
The shortstop, number 6, Chris Akopian.
It's strange how De Oliveira from Tech is playing on the north and Saul Mejia from Tech is playing on the south. They blew the whistle for some reason. Oh, they took it out. Up too far. They had to move it back. Broken up. And South clears it away. With a rush, broken up. Are they going to get a free kick? I think they're saying that when they blocked it, it came off the body of Graham Kramer, the prep, and it hit the South player in the hand, and that gives North a free kick. Coming from just outside the 15-yard line, right around the 17-yard line. Knocked it right into that picket fence, as I call it. They lined it up, the South, and now North knocks it out of play. So they had the opportunity. Graham Kramer took the shot, drilled it, but threw it, didn't get it up, knocked it right into that group of 4 white shirts. They knocked it deep, and it was just enough behind Kaya Jackson of St. Mary's that he couldn't go back and get it. Jackson had a tremendous career at St. Mary's. And getting out there first is Mateo Martinez of Winthrop. Jeff Newhall was the kind of game director for baseball and softball. Julie Halloran, Paul Halloran's wife, for basketball. For the soccer games here, it's Jim Foley. Congratulations to Jim Foley. Had an outstanding run at St. Mary's. Won some state championships, league championships, coaching the girls' soccer team. He was an outstanding soccer coach, did a great job working with and helping his players on and off the field. He retired this year. He's going to stay on as Jeff Newhall's assistant coach, one of his assistants in basketball. They just gave that away. Shot got blocked and dribbled in to Martinez. So another player getting up slow. They gave that away to Saul Mejia. Luckily, he couldn't get a shot off right away. But Jimmy Foley has been working on these as a director for the soccer for many years here at Agganis. Does an outstanding job. He'll be missed as the soccer coach, that's for sure. He's been a very big part of St. Mary's sports.
Walking around the stands right now, selling 50-50 raffle tickets. Go ahead, guys. Call them on over. Say hello. Make them do the arm sling. Make them stretch it out. Good luck.
Again, the local scholarship winners. Rachel Dana from Lynn Classical. And 3 from Lynn English. Javier Patricio Santo, Axel Velasquez, Rachel Villanueva. Part of that $2.5 million, almost 1,100 scholarships given away by the Agganis Foundation, who way back in 1955, the end of 55, 56, were hoping they could get $250,000 together to try and honor Harry Agganis' memory. Tipped by the goaltender, Nazar Kadoum, tipped it, went up, bounced on the top of the crossbar, and he got it back again, as that's going to do it. They blow the whistle, and that'll do it for the first half. So South got out quickly on a goal by Saul Mejia from Tech, and then it was Lucas Barad from Swampscott tying it up. He thought he had 2. He thought he got one. And they waved it off, and then he came right back and got it again to tie it up. So we played a half. We got a half left, and it's the 8th of 9 Agganis games. Football, the only one left. At halftime of this one, we're dead even. North 1, South 1. Back at Manning Field, we'll start the second half, and a half left to decide if we have a winner here. We're tied right now at 1. The last tie was 2014. And we're underway. South scored first with Saul Mejia from Lynn Tech scoring for the South. And Lucas Barad from Swampscott tied it up. He's the one that's going to North Carolina. They're gonna, some of these young men, along with the young women we mentioned, making some long trips. South trying to knock it away. They knocked it off a South player. Back toward the net. Mateo Martinez was able to grab it. That's Martinez grabbing. It was Kadum grabbing for the South. North coming back. Blocked by the South. They tip it, knocking it deep. North's going to get there. Trying to center it, goes by everybody. They get it back, they drill it, and they knocked it over the net. Felipe de Oliveira from Lynn Tech. It came back to him just inside the 10-yard line. He ripped it and just got a piece of the crossbar. He came that close to putting the North on top. Centering pass went right by everybody. He wound up with it, drilled it, and just got too much foot into it. Out in front, tipped and knocked out by the North. And the South will put it in play. I was trying to get away. South double teaming everybody. Can't get it started. Now they finally do. They knock it deep. 3-on-3 for the moment. They center it. It winds up all the way back. Out in front, and it deflected right off the knee of Kadum of Pine and Charter, and he was able to grab the rebound with a blue shirt sitting right in his lap. Pass a little bit behind, he couldn't get the shot off. Now it deflects away, North knocks it away. They knock it deep, and it gets knocked back to the goaltender by a volley of Kip Academy. Trying to knock it across field, and it's going to go out of play. So again, these locals, Felipe de Oliveira from Lynn Tech, Kaya Jackson from St. Mary's, Brody McCarron from St. Mary's, Marcus Weber from St. Mary's, Yoni Avali from Kip, Saul Mejia from Tech, all getting to play one more game on the field they call home. South does a nice job of taking it away. Good job by Yanni Pappas of Peabody. They try to go cross field. It's going to stay in play. They got a head on it. Just got maybe a toe on it. And I think it was De Oliveira who picked it off and knocked it away. Broken up. Getting it to the middle. Going to the far side. North with the ball. Coming down the far side. They give it back. And they called it offside, I think. They get the nice pass back. Got the nice shot off. It went up over the net and out of play. And I think that was Mertz with the shot. But it wouldn't have counted anyway. with a rush. Trying to dump it ahead. Nice defense. Behind the back action, but they couldn't complete it. Mertz throws it to the far side. Shot from long range. Kadum makes the easy save.
The left fielder, number 66, Irvin Mills.
Okay. Pass bounced over the foot of the South. Now the South picks off the North pass. Popping around. South got a foot on it. And both of them said, "You got it." "No, you got it." And it wound up with North getting it and clearing it away. With a rush, broken up nicely. And it goes off the foot. He couldn't believe it.
Third baseman, number 8.
Saul Mejia got the one goal for the South. Couldn't believe that he just watched that go off his foot and go out of play. So finally a lot different right now than when we started the first game tonight with the girls. You couldn't see if you looked to your left because the sun was too bright. And it was hot in the 90s. They knock it back across, and they didn't really drill it. They just maybe just touched it. And a little bit of a tap. If they drill it, they might have a goal. They lined it up. He was all by himself on the left side, and he just tapped it right to the goaltender. Mateo Martinez said, "Thank you very much." He had 3-on-1. They wound up with a wide open shot, and he just kind of tapped it. And now North goes back and scores. South had a chance to take the lead, and now North does.
The second baseman, number 0, Dimitri Diamant.
Felipe De Oliveri from Lynn Tech. Second Tech player to score, but they've scored one for each team. De Oliveri's goal breaks the tie and gives North a 2-1 lead. He's on the North. Saul Mejia, who scored the first goal of the game, is on the South. So they both get a goal representing Lynn Tech, and they get it. One for the North, one for the South. Broken up and knocked out by a volley of Kip Academy. I go back to with everybody asking me all the time, we have such great athletes in Lynn. Why don't we have a lot of teams? Like St. Mary's had a great year this year. Girls basketball went to the semifinals and lost to the number 1 team. Boys baseball went to the state final I think they lost to the number 1 team. And the girls hockey won the state championship. So when that happens, people always say to me, why doesn't this happen more often in Lynn? Why aren't the teams winning? And I have an easy answer for that. You got English, Classical, St. Mary's, Tech, and KIPP, 5 high schools. I don't think you can go not just citywide, you can go worldwide. I don't think there's any place that has 5 high schools in one city. And then when you add athletes from Lynn going to Bishop Fenwick and St. John's Prep, going right from middle school to prep school, or bowing out during high school going to prep school. We had a couple going to Essex Tech. When you spread the talent out that much, awful hard to get teams to make it to the state finals, never mind win a state championship or even to the Final Four. But we still do well. This past year, during the winter season, we had 10 basketball teams, 3 hockey teams. That's 13 teams. 10 of them made the state tournament. That's phenomenal. Spread that talent out. Put all that talent around on one team. Maybe we can do well in the state tournament. But then there'd be a lot of kids not playing sports. So I like it just the way it is. And we still had Classical doing well in the GBL, and that one just missed. Drilled it wide left.
If I could have your attention, please. Now pitch for the shots. From Clemson,
Off the foot of Atticus Anderson of Rockport.
number 24, Luke Brown.
South has to pick it up. They're down a goal. They had to wait. They couldn't be offside. They had to wait to make sure they had an opportunity. They dumped it ahead. I think they were looking for Mejia. And Martinez was able to come out and grab it before Mejia could get a foot on it. So they came close. North threw it over the head of the intended receiver. That was Mertz. South knocks it deep. South is going to get there first. 1-on-1. People coming back. And they knock it high and wide and off to the right. They had a golden opportunity. But he was on the fly, didn't stop to line it up and set it up. He just hit it on the fly and hit it way wide right and out of play. South had a golden opportunity to tie the game up. And he had time to stop it, set it up, take the shot, because there was nobody there. There was 3-on-1. But he tried to knock it on the fly. And now they try to send a player in. Defense gets there and knocks it out. Shot misses past the near post left and out of play. Kadum will kick it away. off of several feet, finally knocked away by South. North keeping it alive. Dumping it ahead. Good defense again. Almost. They called him offside anyway. Benjamin Watts from Gloucester made that nice defensive play. He's going to Hotchkiss. That's the first I've ever heard of Hotchkiss. And he let it go all the way back to Kadum. And Ovali from Kip gives it back to Kadum. South slowly but surely trying to get it upfield. Now they knock it deep, and it's a foot race. And coming way out of the net, almost to the sideline on the far side, was Martinez. Jump on it, squash it. Cross field, looks to come down the far side. Tipping it around. Still with it, trying to center it. South gets a piece, North gets it back. South finally knocks it away. And out of play. Nice defense again by Watts. North can't get the shot off. Slipped right through the wickets of Kramer. Blocked out in front. South finally clears it away. North looking to walk in. Looking to take a shot. Spinning around. Lost it. North gets it back. Couldn't get the shot off. Right out in front. But they couldn't get control of the ball. And they have to clear it back all the way back to midfield. They were right in front of the net, and they couldn't get control of the ball to get the shot. Little give and go. Mertz threw it in. They gave it back to Mertz breaking down the middle. He drilled it, hit it off the top crossbar, and it tipped and went up over everything and out of play. Great give and go. I think it was Anderson who made the pass back. North dominating the last couple of minutes, keeping it in the south end. They've come awful close. And they come close again. Wilson De Leon from Beverly drilled it, but left it short of the net and out of play. 15 minutes and counting left in this one. This is the 8th game of the 9 games that will be played this week in the 2024 Agganis Foundation Week. And it's been another great total success. Outstanding athletes, volunteers, everybody having fun, coaches getting to coach again, players, especially the locals, getting to play their last game, but locals getting to play their last game here at Manning Field. Some of them got to play their last game at Classical at Fraser. Lacrosse players got to play their last game here at Manning Field. South trying to get something going. Trying to get it out in front. They got a head on it. Martinez will track it down and kick it away.
Now pitching for the North Shore Navigators, number 55, Ryan McDougal. May I have your attention, please? Now pitching for the North Shore Navigators. From Newburyport, Massachusetts, and Northwestern University, number 26, Cole Ashton.
Game shortening up here. Lights have been on for a while, and now they finally take effect as overhead has got dark. North has kind of kept South pinned in their own end for a long time. They had one golden opportunity, and they didn't take the shot. They took the shot, but they just kind of tipped it and dribbled it. Kadum made the save. It popped up in the air and watched again with a nice defensive play. It deflected off Kadum. It was going to land right in the middle of the net. Watch kicked it away. And they call him offside. They made a nice little pass. And I think that was Anderson again. That was that give and go a little while ago. And he did it again with Mertz. And Mertz knocked it home, but they called him offside.
A reminder, folks, at the conclusion of this game, we'll have the presentation of those final player awards for both teams.
Mertz tracking it down. From long range, ticketed for inside the far post. Kadum made a nice diving catch, save. Keeps it a 2-1 game and boots it high in the air. That's liable to bring rain. They knock it deep. South will keep it in. Now they got to hustle. Out in front, they got a foot on it, but couldn't get it to the net. Now North knocks it away. A volley from Kip keeps it in the north end. And they break it up. South will get the throw in as we've got 10 minutes and counting left. North will boot it away. South keeps it in. With the shot, they knock it far left and out of play. I sat here all this time, watching all this. I never knew that was working. I didn't even pay attention to it. I didn't know it was working. Down deep. Out in front, they line it up. Great save again. Kadum keeps it 2-1. Point blank range, they drilled it, and Kadum made a tremendous save. He's been outstanding. South with a rush, straight up the middle. Still with it, pushing it ahead, looking to walk in. Big time save. The goalies have come up big. I think they called him offside. But they walked right in. Martinez came out and made a tremendous save. So both goaltenders, back to back, with outstanding saves. Kadum's counted. Martinez still made the save, but they called the South offside. But two outstanding saves. From long range, there's Kadum again, knocking it down off the shot by Felipe de Oliveira, looking for goal number 2. He got one. He got the goal that made it 2-1. Martinez come all the way out, past the 5-yard line on the far side, beat South to the ball, and North will get it back upfield. Mertz walking right down. Pass blocked and knocked away. South gets a foot on it, knocks it back upfield. And North again with it. With 6 minutes remaining, they got it where they want it in the south end. Now South takes it away. Great hustle by Atticus Anderson of Rockport, hustling up to knock it away. Knocked it away from Leonard Vitale of Gloucester. A volley of Kip. Knocks it upfield. Jackson knocks it deep. Down the near side, trying to center it. They put it right on the foot. Leonard Vitale, they put it right on his foot, and it bounced, and he didn't get a real good piece of it, and he knocked it wide left. They had a golden opportunity to tie the game up. Now Mertz will bring it upfield. Knocking it deep, looking for a break. Trying to walk around. Nice job by Watts again. He blocked Graham Kramer off the play and let the ball roll to Kadum. Looked like Kramer was going to break in. Final 5 minutes and counting. Trying to walk in. Trying to squeeze between two defenders, Kramer. And it got knocked out by the South. And it's going to be a rare corner kick. We haven't had many. Going way up in the air to try and get that one. I think that was Anderson. He wound up flat on his back. He went up, he tried to go over the defender, get a piece of that one, maybe head it in. Mertz bringing it back. Looking for that little give and go. It gets broken up by the South. Tipped away. Mertz keeps it alive. And it got broken up nicely. Great save by Martinez. Just got a piece of that and kept it out. It got deflected. It looked like it was going to go inside the near post. And Martinez just got a piece and knocked it out and away. South will get the throw in. They've got to hurry up. The corner kick. They got a head on it and it hit the crossbar and bounced out. They came close again. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Kadum comes out and gets there first. They had 2-on-1. They had wide open breaking down the far side. They kicked it across. Kadum, outstanding again, came out and knocked it away. Kadum has been outstanding keeping South in the game. We're down to the final 2 minutes. North gets a head on it and tips it to Martinez, who will kick it away. Kicks it high and deep past midfield. South kicks it back. North gets it where they want it. The last minute and a half in the south end. And they lose it. Let's see if they give it. I thought the North lost it. But they're going to give it to the North. They kick it over the net and out of play. Final minute. South has got to get a hop in their step, and now North has it. All they have to do is keep it in this end. Kadum again. Robs Mertz, who made a great play, got it from the near side, went right to the middle from the 15-yard line, drilled it. And Kadum made another great save. He's been outstanding. From Winthrop, he's going to Salem State. Shot's going to go way wide left, and that's going to do it. Clock is going to run out. Saul Mejia got South on the board, gave him a 1-0 lead very early in the first half. Coming back was Lucas Barad. He scored. They wiped it off. When they put it back in play, he scored again from Swampscott. And he tied it up at 1. It went into the second half, and Felipe de Oliveira from Lynn Tech blasted it from about the 15-yard line. Made it 2-1, and it stayed that way. North kind of kept it in the south end. South had a couple of opportunities. They had one golden one. They kind of just didn't blast it. They just tapped it right into the lap of Martinez. Kadum was outstanding in net for the South. North is going to make it 15 wins against 10 for the South with 3 ties. North has now won 4-1, 5-1 in the last 6. They've now won 3 in a row, and we're about to have Jimmy Foley present the MVP awards. Felipe de Oliveira, Kaya Jackson, Brody McCarron, Marcus Weber Jr., Saul Mejia end their career on a high note, especially Saul Mejia and Felipe de Oliveira. They both got goals. De Oliveira can say, I got the winning goal in the 2024 Lynn Tech.
Number 18, Marcus Weber Jr.
Marcus Weber Jr. for the South.
And for the North, from Amesbury, number 23,
Othmi Basawi from Amesbury, going to Cincinnati, gets the MVP. For the North, I don't know how they left Felipe de Oliveira out, getting the winning goal, or I don't know how they left Kadum out, who was outstanding in net. But 8/9 of Agganis week are in the books. 8 of the 9 games have been played. The one remaining, the Granddaddy, the football game, tomorrow. So the North wins it for the 15th time. 3 in a row. Felipe de Oliveira of Lynn Tech. And when would you think you would get Lynn Tech scoring a goal to give the South the lead? And then Felipe de Oliveira from Lynn Tech scoring to give North the win. They played it on either side, and they both scored a goal in their final games here at Manning. De Oliveira, a little more important, he can brag now to his kids and his grandkids. I got the winning goal in my last game on my home field at Manning Field in the very prestigious Agganis soccer all-star game. So North wins it 2-1. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.